for today. The menu for today will be several things actually. First we're going to talk about the new quarterly announcements and stuff. Then we're going to talk a bit about the album by itself, and then said I was going to make some explanations about the because I got really down because I think I owe you some explanation. When you walk so for those who have been following my Twitter, I think you might have gotten the hints I was giving to you. Yeah, we knew that that's one. I think yes, yes, Sheena is one most of these in English, and so much is in the area. Just saying, future detectives. Sheena will be coming maybe soon. I don't have an exact date, but. Normally, we got them from the stores, like the over but since this is mainly about not for magic people, tiny people, this one will maybe be released on the international store, so let's see. When you see the issues I got with pollution and how about drugs and stuff, let's say that it's a few days, but this time it is about so. Okay, so what's it? Sheena, Gin Tonic Store, International Store, and the second worker also seen me. Eri. Okay, but when we be thinking, will I be doing some rap songs, especially since this is not a style I'm at ease with? The thing is that even if this is a rap vocal, you can still use them for normal songs. And I especially take it lower. But just be touching OBS as well. Not sure why actually the but wait. And now I can put it back to like this level. Okay. So yeah, Eri is a rap vocal for Japanese, meaning that anyway we won't be getting Eri as long as we don't have support for Japanese rapping somewhere. So this will take a while, and I'm expecting the four to be releasing all at the same time. So Sheena, Eri, Aiden, and Weishu. The two ladders being male vocals, so can't be really using them, sorry. means actually the music was a bit too high as well in the other lives. That's a bit embarrassing. So that is a non for this. And we said Dream Tonic Store International program. For the albums, they will be featured. Seeing what I have, they won't be for the album I'm working in right now because the album I'm working on right now will be finished very early November. I did some calculations and it will be over not the week that's coming right now, but the one after that. So the week having Halloween and stuff. The week with Halloween I will be doing, I think, 2 songs a day. Except for Monday where I'll be having a half day where I won't be working, and maybe in the other weekend we'll be making some courses. So for these 2, you got the confirmation on Twitter, but yeah, they will be coming. Don't expect to listen to them before 2024, since most of the time new workers don't get the public song before at least a good one. But since they are Dream Tonic's workers, I don't really have a second deadline to give them, so the only deadline we will be getting is the day they will be released. So we can't know otherwise. Okay, so that's Sheena and Harry. We'll be changing the color because I will be getting to another engine. You've been waiting for this one. Gekiyaku. You've been waiting. Okay, so to explain the drill. Gekiyaku is actually a Nuta worker who's been getting a Vocaloid beta voice bank, which is an AI one, but mainly reserved to Japanese people. So that means the Gekiyaku will be candidate to enter the team as an Otawa. Gekiyaku has several voice banks, and I could test almost all of them. The 2 only ones I decided to not take are the 2 last ones that I've listened on our website. So there's a whisper type and one that is a bit soft, not the capsule one, the other one. Because these ones, if you look at the quality, the one managing Gekiyaku and the others saying how many pitches they are behind the voice banks. All voice banks of Gekiyaku are at least 5 or 4 pitches. These 2 voice banks only have 2 and 1 pitch respectively. So in terms of quality, that would be, I think, a lot. I saw what it gave out with Honiko and... No, sorry, no. So Gekiyaku will be passing a quality test. And... I informed you that yesterday, Gekiyaku is officially part of the team. Yay! Honiko! Congrats, Gekiyaku, you're part of the team now. So concerning Gekiyaku, I've been reserving 2 tracks for the current album for her. So the 2 tracks will be for Gekiyaku. And Gekiyaku will be on the album CD40 that I'm currently producing, my edition disorder. So she will be part of the team and will be able to listen to her in March, I think, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, March 9. So end of first quarter 2024. Deadlines. Gekiyaku will be having only 1 deadline for now, and this deadline will be the day of their release, since technically a birthday can be any day, and I decided this will be, in my case, the day of the release, so August 3rd. So she will be having a public deadline starting 2024, August 3rd. So I think she's just before Meiji was on August 8th, and maybe the first deadline for August to pass. So that's for Gekiako, and now the other things. Passing to Voice Sona, I think, okay, this will be quite weird, but let me explain. So, Voice Sona is an engine where technically you only have subscription type models. But for some reason, TechnoSpeech decided for the two vocals be released on December 2022 to give them, during this winter, a perpetual lessons option, which will mean that I will be getting my voice bank forever, like I will be getting any Simbi, Chevy, Vocaloid voice bank, like the and Ice has been on my eye even though she was only subscription on it. She's subscription on it or not, but starting from winter, normally Ice will be getting a perpetual lessons option. And once she will be getting this option, I will be getting it. The other thing that you might have noticed about Voice Sona is that I've been getting the Voice Sona version of Yukari, Minato, and Kizuna. This is only because they decided, first, when you got the ChibioAI version of these boy bands, you could actually use the Voice Sona version for a year for free. But now they decided for any person owning the ChibioAI version, but they will not be using it for 1 year, but forever. And in the case of Minato, this has been really good for me because Minato is the only one who got two versions of the voice bank compared to the others. Yukari and Kizuna only have been getting a port of the ChibioAI version, but Minato has been getting a port and has been getting a new version that is 1:1, I think, which gives a different quality version. And I already tasted this version of Audio Minato on one of our songs, and really great. There are instabilities she's been getting in ChibioAI that the new exclusive Voice Sona version doesn't have. Being there was one pitch correction I had to do on the ChibioAI file for Minato, and when I did the track with the Voice Sona version, I didn't have to correct the pitch. So yeah, great improvement in quality, especially for voice banks that have been worked on by the same company, because technically, even if one company releases the voice banks, for ChibioAI, consider TechnoSpeech is always behind for the AI engine and stuff. So for example, if I take Rimmer is technically released by Bandai, but TechnoSpeech is a bit behind for the engine, and the same for all the others. The only voice banks fully belonging to TechnoSpeech in some kind of terms, in terms of Chibio, I think there's the default Chibio voice banks, maybe with Frontierworks, and they've been getting a huge part of development for Yukari and for Flower, I think that's Flower, the second one. Flower, but I don't know how to work with because I have already difficulties with GC and both are kind of the same style of voice bank. Sorry. So yeah, I saw it coming. Um, Otherwise, on Watson, I don't think anybody else on the list. So is that it in terms of singing voice banks? Even if we consider the usual, so before other standard vocals for Vocaloid, Aya, Sakurashi, and Menduka, and Rosa Sailor on Mirror. Rosa, we're still waiting for you confounding. You know that girl. We're still waiting. I heard there was some merch release on it with singing entire. Now we want the voice bank, please, guys. The producers have been waiting for the voice bank for I don't know how long, but please, do the crowdfund, please. Pretty please. I hope they will open the crowdfund the day of the release. The anniversary of the release, which is I think mid-December. So that's it for the vocals. In terms of singing vocals, that I can reveal, I think because of that way we don't have any new announcements other than Ayashi and Yuka and Yobel. We also have Sanctuary, Otaru, other than Gekiaku, and don't have anyone else on the list. CBI, other than the updates like Carrefour, Novinas, and Morisona in Chevio. Well, Chevio, there's Haru, you know about this, and Morisona, other than I assume, I don't think we have anything else. Okay, so that's it. In terms of voice peak, let's talk about it, because voice peak, just will resume why I would be using voice peak. Voice peak will be mainly for bonuses. This will be mainly for bonuses like scripts, reading scripts, or like little dramas or things like this. This can help a lot, especially for the cartoon series. But I'm waiting for more people to get used with him, and I will just be resuming the current set of it. So, the first one I'll be getting is Rika, of course. Rika, I've been getting her for free because they've been offering her for free because of the. If you own the TBO Voice Bank or if you own the Simi Voice Bank, so I own the Simi Voice Bank, you will be getting her for free as long as she was not released. So I got her like this. Then you got the Talkus. And now I have the three of them. I have Zunko, I have Kiritan, and now I have Itako as well. I didn't test them too much, but I think we can get some things pretty interesting as well. So these ones are on the computer. Sora as well is part of his team. The voice peak release, I think, a bit less than a month ago. I think it was end September. This was the same day as the release for LCB upgrade, if I would say. Then you got the ones who didn't get released yet. So Sekai will be coming on December normally. Of course, there's no curse. And then the new announcement is coming here because last Wednesday there were a lot of companies saying new announcements like Yama getting vocal changer, won't be getting vocal changer because I think this is mainly designed for the ones who know how to sing this, which is clearly not my case. And then you've been getting Karin Tsubaki doing that live, and the one they announced, I'll be honest, I was expecting Kafu to get a voice peak, but we'll probably be getting one on January. I say February months, but to be honest, I was not expecting this. to be honest, I was expecting actually the fight to get one at some point, but I was expecting Kafu to get it next because Super Popular, but probably be this one. I will maybe go for one, maybe we will never know. So that will be for January. And then the 27 people, and then they are the ones that I'm expecting. But I think they will be coming, but they haven't been announced yet for some reasons. And one of the main expectations that I have, for which I'm pretty sure 100% they will be coming, that's Karin and Chifuyu. The thing is that apparently companies have to wait 2 years of exclusivity engine before announcing another engine. This is something actually the community of Vocal Sense has been observing. Is that generally there's a gap of 2 years between an announcement for an engine and for one other engine for another company. And I insist on the another company because in the case of Voicena and Chevio, you will see that the theory doesn't hold well. The only one I think it does hold is for you, Karin. But otherwise, Karin, the software has been released on April 2022, and Chifuyu, the software was released just 1 year ago. So we will be getting 1 over a year wait for Chifuyu at least. And Karin, I won't be expecting some kind of other announcement before at least April 2024. So to see if ever, for some reason in May 2024, HS decides to announce, okay, we will be announcing Karin for voice peak. And then in October or November, we will be announcing, well, Chifuyu will be coming to voice peak as well. So, yeah, I think we will not do as much. So, these two, I'm pretty sure they will be coming. The ones I'm less sure, but I think they will be coming, careful remain now. But I will tell you why I'm expecting this to come as well. That's because there are 2 of us already giving announced for voice peak. And the second reason is just for technical reason for coming to my videos. When I watched the Marshmallow Live, they had been using Tokroids, and I think this will be way easier to them to use the voice peak rather than making Tokroids. So they will benefit with all stuff. And since voice peak and Tokroids things tend to be more used by more people than the singing voice bands, you will see an explosion of video and possibility of use with this voice band. So I think they will benefit the whole thing. I'm not just looking at the producer, I'm also looking at the ones behind. So that's it. Okay, so second part? Yeah. Okay, the album. The album, so Genesis of Blackness. To be honest, the reason that is being called like that is that initially there was one song that was really close to this, and that was a bit referring to this. But since this song got moved, I can't really say the title of the song because this is meant to be spoiler-free live. Sorry. But once you be getting the song in question, I think you'll notice. Okay, we talked about this earlier in the live, so that's the concept song. And other than this album is lighter than Sleepage. Sleepage was pretty hard. Sleepage was really not for all people. Genesis of Blackness is a bit lighter. They're relatively violent songs versus some yandere stuff in it, but that's it. Maybe some Psychopaths as well, like for Banality, which is about Adriana Imai from Dead by Daylight. Yeah, this girl is killed a psychopath. Sorry, but killing people just for money and for getting higher and higher in this chaos society. Yeah, I call this a psychopath. Sorry. So terms of number of tracks, I know that's pretty high for all of you, but 28 compared to the current trend, but it's generally 30 or 40 something, but a bit lower. Even though Slippage was the lowest, but 28 is pretty reasonable. I could have added some 2 supplementary tracks and I just didn't for some reason. So I also have the track list next to me. The first song you got publicly is Funeral Sadness. The title by itself is weird. I know Funeral Sadness, you will be thinking, okay, this will be a sad song. And guys, this is Kiritan. Do you really think I'm going to do something harsh with Kiritan? No. So this is a kind of happy song. Kiritan has been getting pretty mixed songs. Even the songs I got are a bit harsher than the ones Kiritan has been getting. Wayna has been getting a sort of song about Japanese urban legends. Because to explain what a banshee is, for the ones who don't know, a banshee is a sort of... She looks like a very old woman. And generally when you see this woman and you hear her crying or screaming, you know someone close to you is going to die very soon. They announce the death of someone. And this kind of legends apparently exists in Japan. I don't exactly remember the name of the creature in question, but apparently the equivalent exists in Japan. And the song has been inspired by that. Resilience has been explained. Rotten Sakaros. Okay, Rotten Sakaros is the yandere song for Hai. No worries, I went to this song before. Just be getting the lyrics. You won't see it on the live, this is normal. Just be getting through my orders. When I say Rotten Sakaros, Sakaros is sugar. This is just sugar. This is the name of the molecule for sugar. But Rotten Sakaros. Rotten. This is not as sugary as you want. Typically, this song is just someone who's been in love with someone and is been trying to just attract them. But it's noticing that a little world is a bit collapsing. This is someone who's been not just other to love and extremely resilient. Path of Dragon. Okay, Lovecraft series. Path of Dragon is not the song I'm the most proud of in the series, but I tried my best, and the main challenge I had to do on this one was mainly to get a sort of deep, almost rainy ambience. And because I didn't know too much how to talk about it, and I just decided, okay, what exactly Dagon is being linked to? The deep ones, Mother Hydra. So I decided to integrate all of this a bit. And Brad gave out this song. When I say Dagon is pretty evil, actually Dagon, the first time you encounter Dagon in Lovecraft's works, this is not really a deity, this is more like a marine monster. More like a marine monster. So he has has been canonized a bit later. Darker myself. Okay, Darker myself is someone who's been getting dissociative issues, and there's a version of herself which is totally normal, and another one which is way darker, way more erratic. And since you've got this kind of dissociative amnesia, she's not aware about it, and so she can be aware. She can only know because the others are telling her what is really going on. Void of Tragedy, well, just tragic love song, I would say, nothing more. No Solar Solace, this one, I think she should really deserves it. Might just could have gotten it as well. But yeah, decided with Ruby for Shinchan. This was inspired by the fact that you need sunlight in order to feel a bit happy. I think you might be knowing about seasonal depression disorder. This is a sort of depression that mainly happens in autumn and winter, and that tends to resolve with spring and worst of cases summer. And this is mainly because you get less exposed to sunlight than these two other seasons. During autumn, you're losing some sunlight, and in winter you get very low sunlight, like in autumn. Because of course the shortest day of the year in terms of sunlight, this is of course the first day of winter. So imagine yourself in a sort of space where sun is absent. You get paid. Dominating the world on the other side is more of a Belen song. I could have been giving this to minus, really. This is someone proposing another person. Instead of killing you, I can offer you to dominate the world with me, to the only condition that you will obey me, you will not betray me, and everything will be fine. You will be getting your own little happiness. Perseverance. Perseverance. This is quite a. I wouldn't say this is quite a nice song, but this is just someone trying to do it first to be more noticed. This is not yandere at all. And smoke screens, like I said in the blog post, this one is a bit personal, but smoke screens is a bit about perfectionism. And when once you've been knowing me for years, you might know that I tend to auto-criticize a lot. So this part of perfectionism is a bit here. I try to do the best, but sometimes I think, okay, this is just a failure, and I would just tend to say, okay, this is a failure. I've been trying. We've all been doing tries, and that's it. Okay, next one. Collateral damage. Okay, that's the one you'll be getting on August 8th, I think. This is actually yandere. But the thing is that the yandere Irene has been killing is not the one she wanted to target initially. What has been happening is that you get a girl in love with her. another one. And the moment she wants to get rid of her rival, someone gets in front of her and gets it instead. And this song is clearly the yandere heroine talking to this person. Severed Bomb, I explained a bit in the blog post as well, but Self-brainwashing. But I use this word as well. This is like putting out of sadness. You will be thinking, okay, tragedy, something like that. No, self-brainwashing is about positive thinking. Someone who's been trying to think positively despite all their issues and saying, okay, I can do it, I can do it. And they've been trying again and again and again and again and again to repeat all this. I don't know exactly the exact English of the thing, but this is what we call in French coué. La méthode fouille. When you repeat over and over a thing until it gets you. Beauty never goes tarnished. This one, for some reason, I think inspired a bit by Evil Queen for Snow White. Go know why. Go know why. Again, positive thinking. So, you see, when I told you this album was a bit lighter than the other one you've been getting negatively or you just had some spots of happiness. Like Equinox and Sources. And for this one, yeah, most of the songs are not too hard. Okay, Lily's songs are a bit harsher. This is a bit to be expected. Do I really need to explain Stick to the Third and Within are pretty close actually, in terms of themes. This is extreme poor well-being. They are quite similar actually. Give up. This song you've been getting for Wisteria, probably. I imagine a bit of kind of a sort, one woman's army. One woman army. So now you get a different kind. Venomous Kiss said it in the blog post, but someone getting the first love kiss, being noticed by love and feeling like they are going to go crazy because of it. Breaking Point. Okay, this one is a bit harsh. Breaking Point is someone who's been getting in an abusive relationship. Even though she's been loving the other one a lot, but the other one abuses her so much mentally, but at some point she just snaps and decides to give them back. Venality, so that's the one about the Skull Merchant killer, Adriana Imai. If you go to read a backstory, I think you can find it on the Dead by Daylight wiki. You will understand the whole thing. Generator Nova. This one is probably, I'll be honest, one of the songs I'm the most proud of in this album in terms of music. I really, really, really love this one. You see a bit with dissociative issues, actually. You see a bit with dissociative issues. This, imagine a dark myself but with more positive thinking than Dr. myself. This is typically it. And so unfortunate. Yeah, classical yandere. Okay, now getting to be two new singers, Melkanato and Teto Katane. Melatonin is the first song I did with Mel. For Mel, I didn't want to go too harsh as well, so I censored a lot in the lyrics for Melatonin. Melatonin, for going to explain, melatonin is the hormone you've been producing when you want to sleep. That makes you want to sleep. And I've been thinking, how can you do yandere with this? And then I thought about all these times you could kiss someone by saying, now you will be sleeping, but you won't wake up. So this song is clearly someone who's been reassuring someone, saying, okay, you've been getting nightmares of like being killed and other stuff, but you've been feeling afraid. But no worry, I'm here. I'm going to reassure you. Just will let you sleep quietly. We'll be having no nightmare. And then thinking, once I will poison you, you will be sleeping forever and you won't be having any nightmares again, I will promise. So, in a sense, indeed the person will be getting nightmares, but only because they are dead. That's the idea behind. Flashback. Flashback is someone. Imagine you have a rival you want to get rid of. You let them for dead. But then later on, you see this person when alive again, and you don't know why. Wait, I think I killed them. Why am I seeing them again? What the heck? And then we want to make sure this time they're dead. Wait, I've been doing this. This is not possible. I could have imagined I've been killing this person because my memories are way too precise for it. So that's like if she was doing the same act twice. But at the second time thinking, oh, wait, this is getting really weird right now. Because I know I've been doing this, I remember really well what I did, but why this is coming again and again? Why I'm seeing again this person? I was pretty sure we were dead. I sure myself we were dead? This shouldn't be here. I shouldn't be doing this killing once again. Okay, so that's it for the novel songs, I would say, and the two series songs for Ocas and DVD. Collection series. Okay, for the ones who haven't been following the other live, I've been talking about the default posts. I will be talking about here. So the case of Mel. The case of Mel, Mel is not someone who's been linked to someone else. She's an independent. Mel is just someone who was born as a rabbit before 1997 and who was born back as a human in 2007. And I think with this, she's maybe the youngest person in the team at this point. Before there will be Aisu. Mel arrives and then notice one person with who she could be friends with. And this this person is Totoko. Why exactly? Totoko is not under the same dimension. What is exactly going on with Totoko? The thing is that Totoko is actually very close physically to Mal. Pink hair, white rabbit outfits. So many things she can really be really good friends with Totoko. And that's why in most of the song, Mel is talking about this and talking to Totoko. In most of the song. Most of the lyrics you've been getting in April is mainly Mel talking to Totoko about I just want to be your friend. Totoko with the fear, with the correction, she thinks, wait, if ever I'm the one infected Mel, she will be really big mad at me. We won't be able to get friends. So Totoko is running away from Mel, not because she doesn't want to be friends with Mel, but because she's afraid to hurt her. And to the point, Totoko is having this use of closing herself into a room, and Mel will come to the room and say, "Hey Totoko, don't close yourself. I just want to be your friend. But you're fine. There's nothing to be afraid about, okay?" And Totoko says, "Mel, run away from here quickly." Later on, because of all the pretty mess I explained in the Horrible Life, but typically mental resonance events with some interpretation at some point. But someone else will be coming. And this other person is Rose. Rose, she has been asked to take a syringe of Blackness to Natasha to tell her that there have been attempts of infecting Mel at some point. But with the resonance there has been before, Rose snaps, and when she gets close to Mel, Mel is focused saying, Totoko, you're fine, okay? Rose just attacks her from behind, and when Mel screams, Totoko understands, get out of the room, and gets Rose to a wall saying, what did you do, girl? What did you do? And only when Rose comes back to her mind, she understands what has been going on. So Mel has not been betrayed by Totoko, but by someone else. But at least one positive point is that after the incident happened, Mel and Totoko became best friends. They became besties. The reason I call this April Air is mainly because, well, Mel is a bunny. Mel is a bunny, and for some reason, Imager from Lewis Carroll came to my mind, and I felt, since Mel was born in April, this is not the Marshall, this is the April Air. And when you get all the insanity thing from Coronation series, I think this couldn't be more perfect. Get in mind, this is not an official title for Mel, by the way. There are some titles that come from the other girls because of some songs they have been doing with Natasha, but this one is not an official title for Mel. This could have been, but yeah, no, this one's not the case. Okay. Not a monster. For the title, I think when I tell you Tedo is a chimera within the series is 46 years old. 46 because the time that happened between the time where she was her age officially announced and the age she is now in the series in 2023. Yeah, that makes her 46 years old. Which means Teto is the oldest character up to date in the team. Just because she's a chimera. So, a chimera is typically what we can call a monster. After there have been all kind of chimera. In scientific terms, chimera is typically sort of a hybrid between at least two species. This has been inspired by the chimera from Greek mythology, where you got snake, lion, and goat together. But here, not a monster. There are two meanings in this. The first one is not a monster in terms of personality. That was in tsundere. Generally, tsundere is acting a bit harsh, but inside they are very soft, very, very loving. So saying she's not a monster mainly refers to this, and also the fact that monster, since she's a chimera, but she's not evil. Teto has never been evil. Teto has never been evil. And the main confrontation she has been getting in the series is with Teisukone. On one side you get one camera with tsundere, and was been getting from Hutao to Simbi AI. From the other side you got one human yandere girl who's only been staying on Hutao and has been stuck on it since 2014. I think this was the last update she got. But it's been almost 10 years and Tay still didn't get any updates. So of course she would get jealous of Teto. Tay, because of her yandere personalities, kind of hating tsundere's personalities, and you get this duality in the end. So in this song, Teto has been telling Tay, if the fact I've been getting a software for Simbi was quite improbable, no one would think about it because she was free software and became paid software with way better quality. When you might be getting chances, you will get the same chances as Lakme. So don't lose hope, Tay. Maybe one day you'll be getting a Simbi software, Vocaloid software. Even when you look at Gekiyaku right now. Nothing is impossible, like Bioba would say. Okay. The music is cut. This is normal. This is normal. We're going to talk about serious stuff now. Okay. If you go on the blog, normally you have the link at the top left. Last song release, you get the link to the song we're going to talk about right now, because I think I owe some explanation on this. Most of the time when I write yandere songs, you know this is all fiction. You know this is all fictional. This has never happened. Most of the times. There was maybe one or two exceptions. I think the one that I know to be an exception is one song in season 1. Elvina was inspired by a true story. Other than this, most of the yandere songs you've been getting are pure fiction. Limrat is not fiction. This one is not fiction at all. This one is quite different from the other yandere songs because this one is inspired from a true story and is a true story. Okay, I must need to explain what limerent is. This is a word that has been created in the 70s. This word was created in the 70s by Tenoff. And I will be getting you the definition of this word to explain Okay, you'll be laughing when I tell you I've been using Wikipedia, but to explain what is limerence. Limerence is a state of mind which results from romantic or non-romantic feelings for another person and typically includes intrusive melancholic thoughts or tragic concerns for the objects of one's affection, as well as a desire to form or maintain a relationship with the object of love and to have one's feelings reciprocated. Limerence can also be defined as an involuntary state of intense desire for someone, marked by intrusive thoughts and a desire for relationships and reciprocation. So, what should we retain from this? What should we retain from this is that when someone is limerent, that means they are typically obsessed with someone. To the point they can't even think about something else without having thoughts about this person. And these thoughts are not coming because the person desires it. This is all coming by itself. So now you'll be getting the definition. I will explain you something. And I must demystify one thing. The word yandere. The word yandere, if I say yandere, the one thing you will think about is one pretty girl, pretty cute, in love with a boy, most of the time. And if ever someone is getting too close from the one she loves, she would kill them. Or at least hurt them in some way. Okay, so yandere, that comes from two words in Japanese. The word yanderu means falling sick, falling here. Someone who's been here. So this one this part is someone who's been here. Someone who's been pretty sick or something. And the dere, someone who's dere is romantic. See the pattern now? Can we say that a yandere is typically a limited person? The answer is yes. And why do I say I must demystify a thing? A yandere does not always kill. A yandere, in terms of meaning, is someone who's lovesick. This is someone who is in love with someone, but to the point the love they have towards this person is sickening. That's what a yandere is. Other demystification I have to do because I've been falling into the trap as well. The term dorodere. Dorodere has two meanings in Japanese and in the Western world. A dorodere is in Japanese only. The real meaning of a dorodere in Japan is someone who, like a yandere, is sweet on the outside, but they feel real hatred towards the love interest and even towards the others. This is what it means in GP. And in other countries than in Japan, a dorodere has been resumed to what we be calling now the Western dorodere. someone who's been sweet on the outside, but who is deeply mentally disturbed on the inside. So, technically, if you call someone a yandere because they are in love with someone, but to a point they say, but they don't care, it's still a yandere, not a yandere. Not in the Japanese yandere meaning, actually. This is a yandere. So a yandere is not always someone who's been killing people. This is not someone killing people. Not always. At least. The case with a yandere with be killing people is only the most extreme cases. This can happen. This already happened in real life. But this is not always the case. And I'm pretty sure you get way more cases of yandere who don't care than ones who do care. So keep this in mind. After this, the myth of a yandere is always a female is a bit biased. Because actually, the problems of obsessive love are more often observed with women than in men, but you can get male yanderes too. This is just a bit less common. But maybe a bit more common in real life than in fiction, to be honest. So, going back to the song. The song is divided into 3 phases. The first one is the phase where someone meets their love interest and thinks they start to fall in love with them. They got infatuated with them. And at this moment they think this is the love because love is really powerful. But actually, the feeling that is driving their love is not really love and desire to be with someone. This is more like a kind of fear to lose the person. To see, okay, they will be my true love from now on, but now I must ensure to not lose this person. And as long as there's some hope, the feeling will develop itself. Then, the moment where the person becomes really creepy, even start stalking the person just because they feel they need to. Because they want to be sure they're the best person. I just want to be sure that they're fine. If they're not fine, I'm not fine either. If they're fine, I'm fine as well. And then you get the moment where the love is finally rejected and they fall extremely depressed to the point that it becomes a real mess. They don't know what to think anymore. They're invaded by things that can't just tell each other. And these 3 parts of the song are exactly the 3 stages of limerence. But I wrote on the whiteboard, or the blackboard, should I say, because I have issues with lighting, sorry. When you see you have a love that looks like this is not normal. Okay. The ones who have been following me for a long time. And even the ones who saw the live about the previous release party for Slippage. I explained it a bit, but the production project I've been making with Vocasens is mainly what I would call a coping mechanism. The reason why there are so many yandere songs in the table of what I've been doing. There are songs that are clearly fiction and that are inspired from other things. This one don't count, but there are songs that are more personal and that I'm a bit using, putting them in the more extreme situation, and I'm using them to a bit laugh at myself. That's a bit take that in your own face to myself. Sorry if I'm laughing. I shouldn't be laughing when I'm talking about this, but... So typically, the project decision is clearly what we could resume by songs about yanderes by yandere. And to reassure you, I haven't been getting an episode of this since 2019. But it left me sequels. And that's why I told you in the blog post, if you see signs of this kind of love popping up, that means you have a big issues deep inside that is not resolved, go seek for help. Immediately. Don't even ask yourself why, go seek for help. Don't do like I did. I didn't seek out for help, and now I notice that some of the issues I've been getting now is because of all of this, because I haven't been taking care about this properly with a professional. Seek for help. To resume my situation. If you take back the character of Natasha in Caution series, this has been really inspired for me, but the experiences she's been having are mainly experiences that I've been getting in the past. The first one I got was in 2010, so I was pretty young, very inexperienced with love. At this moment, I fell in love with someone, and I thought I was so in love with them. I text them a bit every day. We were talking in messages. But if I didn't have any news, I would be really distressed. This should have been the first red flag. That would mean, okay, there's something wrong with your love. Your love is not normal. This is not real love. This is obsession. You're obsessed with this person. And this love lasted until 2012, but not for the good reasons. So that's experience one. The experience one was this one. And there's been experience two that lasted for way longer. And that started when the first experience ended. There are three ways to handle remorse. The first one is to be reciprocated, and then the remorse can turn into real love. That can happen, and this is the best ending you can have. That your love becomes way more sane than the one you've been having until now. The second one is you get rejected and there's no more hope for you, and then the obsession you have towards this person dies progressively. The third way is to transfer the feeling towards someone else. And that's how the first experience ended, actually. There was transfers. So when I started to get the second obsession, the first one faded away and just ended. The second experience lasted until 2019. And in between there was a break in 2016 where I got the total rejection, where the person noticed I was really getting way too obsessed. But was starting to get unhappy. And I even tried to warn them because I was starting to feel, okay, there's something wrong. And I just wanted to reassure them, to tell them, this is not love. This is something a bit between friendship and love, actually. This is not real love. Yeah, you were half right, actually. This is not love, indeed. This is obsession. But now obsession is way over love and friendship. You're to the point where your feelings are not normal. Your feelings are making you sick, and they're making the other person sick as well. And the reaction the other person had was to just move away, try to distance themselves. But, of course, for the one I was still obsessed. For me, this was like a sort of... Wait, why they are becoming more distant? I'm just scared. If I don't see them, I think I'm just going to not be fine. So, your brain is like, I just don't care if they're going away. I just want them. No matter whether you will think. See the huge issue this has? Yeah, it was a bit of red flag saying, girl, go seek for help immediately. You're way too sick, and if you don't get up really quickly, you have some receiving issues afterhand. One of the main sequels I got, and I talked about it in the song, when you're too obsessed with someone and you want to forget about them, because this is one way of getting rid of an obsession, you try to forget. You try to forget. There might be other people that remind you of the person in question. And in the case, this was mainly because of the face. To the point, there was one person, I knew very well this was not the person I was obsessed with, but they looked like them. Even though they had a very different behavior, my brain was in mode, that's them. And when I was close to them, I was in real panic. I was really in panic. I didn't even dare to look at their eyes because this person was reminding me of the person I was trying to forget about. You see what the hell it is? Your brain is sure that this person is the one you're obsessed with, even though you really pretty well know this is not the case. Even though you pretty well know this is not the case, and you know that this is another person, they don't have the same behavior, so, and your brain is, no, this is the same person, this is the same person. Other effect it had is that when you're limerent, you're obsessed with someone, but you're not able to hold a good relationship with people who are really in love with you. The second experience mainly, I was actually living for a very short amount of time, maybe something like in during this period, I technically was in a relationship with someone. And because of the romance, this relationship broke. But generally when you end a relationship, generally when you end it, you're a bit like depressed, you're sad. In my case, nothing. Just felt empty. No sadness, no anger, nothing. Just felt really empty. And there was a period of time near the last 2 years where I was feeling empty. So that's why I'm saying the red flags you should have when this is not real love but you're obsessed with someone. First one is your thoughts. It's okay to be a bit obsessed with someone, at least for a little bit of time. But if ever you've been obsessed for a few months, for example, and to the point you can't even think about anything else, and you start to be disturbed in your everyday life, this is a problem. Second one is when you start to have what I would call borderline behaviors. This has nothing to do with borderline disorder. These are behaviors like you start stalking people because you just want to be sure they're okay. Like this is happening in these songs. Red flags, immediately. There's something wrong. That should not happen. When you try to be controlling of the one you love, there's a problem. The first red flag, that might not be obvious, but is the sensation of illness. When you're in love with someone, you should not be feeling sick. When you're having an obsession, sometimes you feel you're very sick and you're making the other person sick as well. You're destroying both the one who's in your interest and the one yourself, actually. Fourth red flag, and I know this is as well, when you're in love with someone, generally you feel good with them, but in the case of someone who's obsessed like Limrant, generally we tend to feel not very well, actually. Like when we're really anxious, really fearful, you're overly shy. Maybe it's time to think about it seriously. You should not feel unease with your lover. You should not feel that. There are any other red flags, actually? I think that's already not bad. That's already not bad. So yeah, I know this might be a bit weird to hear from someone who typically has been a monster for a while, and who might become back a monster if they're not careful enough, but once you notice your behavior is a bit wrong, that's already you step to reform it, to recover from it. That's why generally when we see people saying, "Oh yeah, I'm like a yandere, I'm too cool." No, first, being a yandere is not something you decide. This is not something you decide. This is something that might happen to you if there are kind of bad backgrounds, I would say. There are some things that might put you at a risk to become this. Generally, when obsession arises, this is mainly driven by fear, and this means there might be something behind, not resolved. I'm no psychiatrist or psychologist, but seeing what happened to me, there might be a case where your parenting was pretty poor. In my case, I don't think that's it. My parents were fine, just with perfect equilibrium. Their parents were way more abusive than this. So no family abuse. I'm fine on this side. That's a little good point. But there are some people, and okay, this might not be a good example, but in fiction that seems to happen a lot. Even with just the one example of manga yandere you would think about with Yuno Gasai, there has been family abuse. Second type of abuse you can have is what happened at school. This one, I've been victim of it. So that might have played something to a point you become a bit fearful of the world around you, and seeing someone you might be thinking, okay, this might be my true love, and you want to keep them forever, and then you have weird behaviors and all of this stuff. That might happen. Not every time, but that might happen. What happened can clearly happen to anyone. Anyone can have this. Anyone can have this condition. But this is clearly not because someone decided they wanted to copy the behavior of their favorite yandere character and just wanted to see, if you get too close from my lover, I will kill you and stuff. This is not working like this, guys. This is not working like this. This is not something you decide. This is not a choice you can make by yourself, saying, yeah, I will become a yandere. And that's mostly true, especially for the ones who are pretty much in the obsession. Then you've got the one who are really possessive and maybe more psychopathic. There might be still an issue behind this, to behave like that. And then they might come to violent things to get what they want. But most of the time, this is not something you say like this just to feel a bit more classy. This is not like this. There are two victims generally in yandere situations. The one was being stalked, and the stalker were themselves. Both are victims. The one who's being stalked, especially, I don't think I need to explain this, but they're not feeling safe. They don't know what to do. They have to take choices, and even if they're taking choices, sometimes they don't even work because the other person is obsessed. Or sometimes they are just a psychopath and just want to chase around. That can happen too, but in this case, I don't even think this is love. This is maybe something else I don't even understand, maybe. But in cases similar to mine, which are typically obsessive lovers, yeah. And the one who's the stalker who will be feeling emotional pain, even try to come to for behaviors toward themselves and the other person. So that's why whenever you have this situation, you seek for help. Do I need to repeat this how many times? How many times do I need to repeat this? Seriously. This is not funny. Seeing what the yandere is doing is not funny. I know this has been the most fun times to see a yandere person, but keep in mind, guys, what you're adoring is one person who's sick and who needs to seek for help immediately. Like the other would say, as long as yanderes are fictional, this is fine. But if ever you in front of a real yandere, that's not funny anymore. But just scary as hell. No matter the side you're on. No matter the side you're on. So this is why I was trying to give you in this song. First, the stalker is also suffering. And the victim even worse. Because the victim doesn't feel safe anymore. To see to which extent you see this one person who's here can go. Then you get the issue of what might happen if someone is not treated correctly. So again, go seek for help. And again, slap the faces of any young people saying, "Oh cool, I'm a yandere, lol." That's not funny. That's not even freaking funny. If you were a yandere, you would understand this is horribly painful also for yourself. This is not something like, I just want my lover to be with me and anyone getting close to them, I will give up. Like I told you, a yandere is not always killing people. They can do other mental manipulation in order to keep the one they want to be with them. They will be very obsessed with someone. You got as many types of yandere. Maybe at least as many types of yandere as we have fingers on our hands. But coming to obsession of yanderes, clearly this is not a choice. This is because you something is wrong in your brain. Something is wrong in your brain and you need to fix it. Quickly. So really, when you see a kid Playing a yandere saying we want to become a yandere soon. This better than that. This way better than that. Because of course we won't tend to idolize some yanderes. Even I did at some point. But when I started to learn about yanderes, I was already in my second experience of Obsessed Lore. So this is not because I discovered yanderes. I discovered yanderes in 2014. And then when I look back, I noticed something. This one you might laugh at it this time. You have a right to laugh at it. This is what I call the yandere curse. You know, I'm a producer who's been writing almost half of the songs are yandere songs. But generally, when you want to write something about the yandere, you might search for some inspiration. Most of the cases, this is mainly myself. So I'm laughing a lot about my past self. But I don't even have to look for yandere story. Sometimes the yandere stories are coming to me without me having to actively looking for them. Most known example of yandere that is not anime. Era from Greek mythology, or Juno in Roman mythology. But when you look at her case, when you look at the case of Hera, Hera is married to Zeus, but Zeus tends to run after any kind of pretty human woman possible. Of course, Hera is fed up. This is understandable. When you look at her past, you will notice that Hera and all of her brothers and sisters have been swallowed by her father. Except for Zeus, of course, because Zeus, his mother gave the father Kronos a stone. She replaced Zeus with a stone. So, yeah, I think this kind of... Here we got some abusive parents. Or more especially, abusive father. And this is a kind of result of trauma because Kronos himself had to... how do I describe this without being too trash for YouTube? He just took away from his father Uranus the two pieces he needed for creating children. Are you okay with this, YouTube? I know this is pretty laughable. But yeah, in this case, parental abuse. But the reason Hera is also angry at any other rivals is because Jesus is her husband. And her brother, don't forget about this. Greek mythology is pretty messed up, actually. You will see all the horrors happening in Greek mythology. There are even things I deny talking about it because they are way too hardcore for me to create songs about them. But just nope. Like what happened to Medusa? I know there was someone who suggested me to do something about Medusa, but when I looked at the story and I saw the thing that was a bit before, I was thinking, how the hell do I censor that? Just, I can talk about the pain her sisters got, but about what Medusa herself got, nope, sorry. That's just too strong for me. That's way too strong for me. So this thing I've been reading some kind of Greek mythology stories since I've been a child, so yeah, yandere started way before. And still today, I will give you a little example. Personal. My parents are watching shows on TV, and most of the time, some shows they actually watch are things with police and other things like this, with other criminal cases. And there was one of the episodes. The villain was a woman who got admitted in psychiatric hospital at some point. Get out. I don't know how she managed to get out of the hospital. I just don't remember. But she got out at some point. But she was holding a strong obsession with someone to a point she decided to kill anyone being participating hypotenuse to a love relationship. A love relationship. And I was next to my parents. I was externally like, yeah, this woman is crazy. And internally I was like, freaking, I am just watching an episode about the freaking yandere. I'm freaking cursed. I don't even have to search for stories of yanderes, they just come to me. I'm a yandere stories magnet. So that's all I will be saying about this. And I think the karma got me a bit because I've been on the bad side of the yandere thing. So the soccer side, but I also been on the stock side at least once. Because there was someone who was a bit obsessed with me to the point they would copy me. Consider me a sister. And I was pretty uncomfortable with this. Other example I would say, I won't be giving any names for obvious reasons, but I knew someone who's been obsessed with two other people. And even when I watch this from the outside, I was pretty scared of the behavior. So you have a definitive proof that being yandere is not funny. This is not only for anyone else. Yeah, it's going to be a lot on yandere's coming out too. Yeah. Actually, at the same time, you know, people are a bit fascinated by yanderes. But as long as they are in fiction, that's fine. But when they become in real life, that's starting to get creepy. So, be extremely careful. Please, be extremely careful. You don't know what you're up against. You never know what you're up against. Okay, last thing before I end the stream. And then after this, I think I will just go to sleep. It's something I've been saying in the recent blog post, but just find out the blog post in question. There are two blog posts. The one on September 7th and the one on September 30th. To explain exactly what is going on, The reason why I talk about my own mental health a lot is because when you know Letitia's project is a bit my way of coping. If I'm not feeling well, this project tends to get affected a lot. Not the other musical project I have, because there's no lyrics in it, so. But this one is getting affected as well. That's why there are songs that actually have warnings, because there are just times I just need to speed on some things. I would just give out a little eight of what's been going on. I said on September 7th, my mental health severely degraded on last Friday. Might be having some severe anxiety due to a job. I went to see the doctor early October. They confirmed me there might be an anxiety disorder building up. They didn't exactly diagnose the whole thing, but currently I'm under treatment. So that calmed down a bit. But that means I have to see a psychiatrist. That's why when I said, don't do like me when I didn't see a psychiatrist, you see now where I need to go. That's why actually I will be doing only one song on October 30th. I will be seeing the psychiatrist and see exactly what is going on. But that might be an anxiety issue. But when it's to the point of getting several anxiety issues every day, including panic attacks, yeah, I had to go to see someone. And it affected some songs, especially near the beginning of the F drop, I would say. So many songs that were done in early September. So that's what I said at the end of the September month. The song with Rose that will be released on December 20th got a bit affected. Poppy is still fine because Poppy I tend to be a bit softer with her than for Rose. Go no way. You carry I carry the deadline, it's fine. Celeste. Yeah, Celeste we have a warning. And then I look at the other ones I did for now, taking my deadline thing. Miko, that's a yandere song. That's the quite classical thing I can do. So, Miko, that won't be something too obvious. Oniko, that's fine. But for the song for Tanya, I had to go soft with her. So, no changes too much for it. Same for Shan, by the way. Minato. This could have been worse. I softened the thing a lot. Therefore I went softer because last time I went really too harsh. Yukari, that's still fine. Even though that's not for this is obviously, but this could be something I would do under normal mental health, I think. And Cover, that's a real different story, so not affected. And yeah, and One that's not done yet, so can't say for now. So there are songs near the end of December. You might be getting some surprises. But yeah, the ones that really got actually affected, the one for Celeste, will have a warning. Like this happened for Mutual Infection, like this happened for CPH, you were getting a warning. I even think now my pen has been getting a warning because normally I would go a bit softer with Chinchin. But all of the three that got rehashed back in July, these were songs that were done in February. CPH was the way worse one. Okay. Before leaving, what's next? Next ones. So 25 of October, you get 2 songs. One with Rime and one with Coco. The one with Rime, this is not the best, to be honest. The one I did with Rime that was released last Wednesday was way better than the one that will be released. However, the one for Coco, perfect. Just perfect. On the 26th, it's one single song. I think this is Xian. Normal quality, I would say. On the 27th, there's one song as well. This is Zonko. This one is for all audiences, so you can go neatly. And on the 20th, this is the song I did as a test for Rimmer. So this is not the best I did with her, but this was mainly me testing her. That was a bit like I did for Melatonin with Melkanato. If you listen to the song, you will notice that Mel is not singing that well in low notes. If you want to explore her raw potential, you need to sing in octave 5. Like she did in the verses. And once I learned about it, I exported it in Upper Hair. And for Rima, that was exactly the same. When I did the song that will be released next week, Captive, you will notice the singing is a bit weird, but for the song that she will be getting in the album next to this, you will see this is better. This is just me trying to learn how to use Rima. Technically, Rimmel is quite similar to Poppy. They're quite similar. And I will be ending this. So, see you soon, guys. This is one of Celesta. Bonne année!